Hello there, everybody. Thank you so much for stopping by to hang out with me today. It is February the 9th, 10:45 a.m. Mountain Time here in the United States. And we are going to do messages for all signs for Saturday the 10th, as well as 5 minutes of Reiki, and then free for all questions or cards of the day, whichever you prefer, after we get done with that. Striving. Hello, hello. You're first in the door. Welcome. Good morning. Okay, let's take a peek at Aries for February the 10th. What do we have coming up for you guys? Aries, I feel like you're very much feeling boxed in on the 10th. It feels like you're trying, maybe you're visiting people and you're in their home and you're feeling like you need to sort of play along with how they normally play. And so that has you feeling a little bit boxed in. Maybe you're at home and you have some things that are limiting or restricting you about how you behave or the things that you do, but somehow feeling boxed in on the 10th, Aries. Just us and two other people that haven't said hi yet. Not everybody says hi when they come in, but most people do. You were actually what you just said down, right? I have a busy day today. I've done one Reiki session. I've got two more coming up. I'm excited. I like it when I'm busy. Taurus. What do we have for you guys for the 10th? For the 10th. Taurus, I'm hearing that you have some kind of situation that has gone up in smoke. For most of you, hopefully that is not going to be a literal situation, but I do feel like for some of you, there are some plans or some goals, some things that you are reaching towards that something has happened that has derailed them, at least temporarily on Saturday. Gemini, roll me back. Hello, hello. Yes, you do. Vegan Sid, hey, hey, hey. Glad to see you back again. Gemini, Gemini, Gemini. Gemini, what do I have coming up for you guys? Gemini, I feel like you're being very careful about what you're letting into your aura, what you're letting into your energy. I feel like maybe um, you've had something happen that has made you realize how important it is to pay attention to what you allow into your aura or your energy, Geminis. You may have been a little bit open about that, and now you're starting to realize, you know what, some of these things are having a real effect on me that I didn't realize, and you're starting to pay attention. You're starting to pay attention to what comes in, and this can be anything from, allowing psychic vampires into your aura or your energy. This could be about the types of TV programs that maybe you watch that influence your thought processes and behaviors, to um, activities that you do that influence you. So just different ways coming in, Geminis, that you're starting to realize that different things do affect you in different ways. And so you're starting to be more careful about having things in your life and in your experience that affect you in a way that you want them to. Okay, so very much becoming more aware, Geminis. Thank you for coming here, Romy Bach. La da da da. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. Those of you who have not, if you don't mind, please share. The more, the merrier. Cancers, looking at the 10th of February coming up for you guys. What do we have? What do we have? Cancers, I feel like you're finding yourself in some kind of cycle where it's almost like you're chasing your tail, but there's another person involved. It's not just that you're chasing your own tail or chasing your own dreams and sort of self-sabotaging and then chasing those dreams again. It looks like there's somebody that you're in a cycle with, Cancers, and it doesn't have to be a significant other, although I'm not going to take that off the table for some of you. Um, But you're in some kind of cycle with somebody where it seems like you're trying to please them, trying to please them, trying to please them, and they sort of change the rules about what makes them happy. So this could be a boss, this could be a son or a daughter, this could be a wife or a husband, this could be a parent, this could even be a friend who, you know, you're just trying to get to help them be in some kind of happy place, and just seems like you're jumping through hoops for them, Cancer. And as you're jumping through hoops for them, what's happening is not so much that they're getting happy as much as what they're doing is they're just changing the hoops that you have to jump through in order to hope to make them happy. You might want to think about what you want to do with that situation, Cancers. Just saying. Hello there, Jean Croft Baker. Glad to see you, my dear. A lot of energy vampires around you today. Hello, hello, my dear. You're quite welcome, Romy. So that's, you know who that's about then. Okay, so Leos, let's take a peek at you guys for February the 10th. Leos, I feel like on the 10th you're coming to some kind of fork in the road. So you've been following a plan or a routine, something that helps you move forward. And I think that on the 10th you start to realize that you have two ways that you can move forward here, and you kind of have to choose one or the other because you don't have enough time or energy or resources. Something is holding you back from doing both of those. Maybe you would have to be two people to do both, to follow both of those paths that are branching off. So you're having to focus, Leo. You're having to figure out what it is that you actually want to focus on moving forward. And I feel like this is an important decision for you. So if you have a business, you know, and you're looking at, you know, do I want to focus on service or do I want to focus on products? You know, this could be a big deal. This is going to be a decision that is going to affect how you're handling those types of things for years to come. So always a good time to get a reading when we have those big decisions. Just saying. Virgo, looking at the 10th for you. I'm glad that he did good striving. Okay, so let's take a peek at Virgo for the 10th. Virgo, for the 10th. What do I have coming up for you? Virgo, it feels to me like you're having some kind of experience on the 10th that seems larger than life. Somebody may be giving you a gift, or you may be on a trip and things are just upgraded and made more beautiful and more better for you all the time. Something's coming up that seems larger than life. I think you're going to have to pinch yourself to make sure that you're not dreaming, Virgos, on the 10th. That's cool. I've never had a message that positive before. That's fantastic. Fan-freaking-tastic. You know, I don't really associate a sign with most of my cards in tarot readings. I know some people do with the major arcanas. But if my third party card normally striving would be the Three of Cups reversed. And that could be Cancer. That could also, if you're going to associate that with a sign, that could be a Cancer, a Scorpio, or a Pisces. But I think we all know third parties do not have to be water signs. We're not going to limit it to that, really, are we? Experience teaches us better than that. That's your sun sign? Well, get ready for a fantastic experience on the 10th. That could be too, but I wouldn't say that that's always going to be true striving. Hey, yeah. Hello there, Ricky. Welcome, welcome. Glad to see you in the room. How are you? People who try to associate signs with every single card in the deck, to me, that is more of a distraction than actually allowing you to get an accurate picture striving. Now, associating signs with the court cards, I can kind of see that. Kind of. But the problem with that is a lot of times you'll have somebody that shows up and they're showing up under their ascendant. And so if you don't know like their full birth chart, or at least a good part of it, then you wouldn't know that that's that person. So I try to stay more away from that than close to that when I do my tarot readings, even my private ones. Tam Mebambe, hello, hello, good morning. Aw, well, it's always nice to know something's coming up good, huh, vegan? Let's look at Libra for the 10th of February. February. Second month, 10th of February. Libras are very balanced. Twos are very balanced. Libra, I do feel like the 10th is going to be a day when you're focusing on balance and fairness. You're focusing on a two-way street. This may be more of a theme actually for the whole month, but I think it's going to be much more intense for you on the 10th, Libras. Focusing on making sure things go both ways in your relationships or partnerships, whether it's business-wise, friendship, lover-wise, whatever. La da 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 la da 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 da. Scorpio. What do we have coming up? Why am I feeling nervous about our message and I haven't even heard our message yet? Scorpio, Scorpio, Scorpio. Scorpios, I'm hearing that we have a window to the soul. There's somebody that we're paying attention to that we are working on understanding. And I think that we're given a little, I don't want to say a cheat sheet, but we are given a little tip from Spirit about understanding this person on the 10th. We're going to be given a little insight into their makeup at a spiritual level, which will tell us a lot about what's going on physically. So that's for Scorpios. Ascend, hello, hello. Glad to see you in the room. How are you today? Sagittarius. Sagittarius on the 10th. What do we have coming up for you guys? Sagittarius, I'm actually seeing you guys doing pull-ups whenever I try to look at what's going on for you guys. So some of you may be focusing on exercise and in particular your arm strength. I'm going to laugh if I get a lot of comments that people said, yeah, I was at the gym on the 10th working on arm strength. But for others of you, I feel like this is more of a symbolic type of thing. Sagittarius, that talks about, trying to pull yourself up in the world or trying to pull yourself up in life, trying to improve yourself and put yourself into a stronger, better position in life, pulling yourself up. Okay. So Sagittarius, that's what I see for you on the 10th. Now that can happen during like networking. This can happen in a work situation. This can even happen in a home situation. Maybe you're looking at homes that are for sale to upgrade the home that you're in, but somehow pulling yourself up in life. Okay. So that's Sagittarius. La da 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 da. Happy birthday early, striving. Okay, for those of you who are here, if you have not already, please do me the great and wonderful favor of sharing. That includes more people in our time, and the more the merrier, the greater perspective that we have when we've got more people here. And then also, we only have 3 more signs until Reiki, and I like to be here in case people have Reiki questions. So far, they haven't lately, but I like to be here just in case they are, so it's nice if they can come in on the live for that. So anyway, thank you for those of you who are sharing. I appreciate that. La da da. Hello there, Melissa Reeve. Welcome, welcome. Glad to see you back again. It's been a while. La da 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 da. Thank you, Ricky. I appreciate that. Capricorn on the 10th. What do I have coming in for you guys? Okay, so Capricorns, it's going to be really easy for you to decide something and just stick with that decision with a stubbornness like no other on the 10th. And it's going to be really easy for you once you've done that to sort of like push people along with your thought process and with what you have decided. That's going to be so easy. It's going to be so easy for you to just be the bully and just push people right over. You may want to pay attention to yourself. Be aware of yourself, Capricorn, and try to make sure that you're not actually being the bully, that you're hearing other people's inputs and really actually considering them. Because I feel like if you move forward as the bully and the bully type energy on Saturday, that's, well, I don't have to tell you, that's always going to backfire. Um, but I think you're going to have a much more enjoyable time if you can back off a little bit and allow other people to at least have some kind of say so. All right. So that's for Capricorn. And please understand, I'm not judging you. I'm just passing along the message that comes along. We're all human. Trust me. We've all done some form of bullying at some point, whether it was major or minor or whatever, and usually unintentionally. Let's see. Oh, very cool, Sam. Thank you. Aquarius, let's look at you guys for the 10th of February. Aquarius. Oh my gosh. So the words I'm hearing for you, Aquarius, are up and down, up and down. And I'm actually seeing you like jumping. I feel like your moods are jumping up and down on the 10th. So there may be different kinds of news that come in on the 10th that have you feeling great, and then have you feeling awful, and then have you feeling great, and then have you feeling awful. This does not seem very balanced. This seems kind of manic to me. So Aquarius, when I see something like this, if you were to come and talk to me, the first thing I would recommend, as a friend would be try to get yourself grounded. Get outside, get around nature. If you're in a climate where you can put your feet in the grass, do that. If you're not, at least put on your coat and walk around and absorb some fresh air and walk by some trees and stuff like that. But try to get yourself grounded, Aquarius, because otherwise this looks like this could be a really chaotic and unstable day. Let's look at Pisces for the 10th. Tammy Bambi. It's always your choice how you handle things, and always their choice how they receive things. Pisces coming in on the 10th. Thank you, striving. Pisces, I feel like on the 10th, there is something that you are observing and observing quite closely. You're looking to see what's going to happen in some kind of situation. This may be somebody that you're considering dating, Pisces, or somebody that you're considering taking on as a business partner or as a friend. And you're just kind of observing, what kind of person are they really? Is this somebody that I would really want to work with? Is this somebody that I would really want to confide in? Is this somebody that I would really want to partner up with? And so you're observing, you're keeping your eyes wide open and your mouth wide closed. That's what I have coming in for you, Pisces. So that's all our signs. So cold in the wind, right? It's cold here today too. I keep saying I want to take a walk, but I can walk in the cold and I know that. I just prefer not to. Okay, so let's move on to Reiki, everybody. I'm going to send out Reiki for each of you for whatever will benefit you the most. If you have a certain specific thing that you would like to focus the Reiki on, all you have to do is ask the Reiki to focus on that for you in your case. Those of you who are here after the broadcast is over, you can still receive the Reiki because Spirit is not limited by time or space. You just ask the Reiki to come to you anyway. Okay, so let's just get started. Yeah, I think it's like 23 degrees here, that's a little colder than your 3. Our freezing, Melissa, is 32 degrees. So when it's 23, that's like 9 degrees lower than freezing on our side. But I think your degrees are like 2.2 of our degrees. So that would be, I don't know. That would be -0. Below 0, I know that much. I got lost somewhere trying to translate that. Catherine W., hello, hello, welcome. You're just in time for Reiki, my dear. Glad to see you in the room. Is Catherine your friend, Dustin, that you were waiting for? La, 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 la. You guys have a lot of Reiki energy going out to that base chakra. Feeling a lot of hips. Cool, cool. Well, glad you're here. Welcome. So for some of you that have been having pain with the hips or some kind of issues with the hips, that's going to be like literally going um, into that space to clear that up. For others of you, um, when we've got the base chakra, this is going to be energy shifting around how you view things that make you feel secure, aka home, family, work, income, money, all of that stuff. By the way, we're going to stop here at 10 after the hour. I didn't quite check when we started Reiki, so we'll go to 10 after. Tammy, I'm sending as much as you'll take. All you got to do is pull it through me. Oh, bless driving. Blech. I don't like rain. But I'll take it over snow, I'll tell you that much. Got lots of energy going into throat chakras, third eye chakras, and crown chakras as well. Throat chakras, those of you who are receiving a lot of energy in your throat chakra, that just means you're getting ready to start telling your truest truth. You're not going to be pretending about stuff anymore just to make other people happy. Third eye chakra, you're getting better. You're going to be getting better at hearing your own intuitive messages. And crown chakra is talking about having a deeper connection with the divine. I've got some energy going into feet that has to do with finding your direction in life. Where is your sciatica driving? What body part? Gladys Bercy, you're here just in time for 2 more minutes of Reiki. Welcome. Glad to see you here. You'll have to ask that question again once that question is appropriate. Right now, I'm not taking questions. Got some solar plexus energy coming along. That means there's going to be some energy shifts for some of you about how you express yourself in the world, whether it's your vehicle, your decorations, your clothing, whatever. Nice seeing you too, my dear. La, da, da, da. 1 more minute on Reiki. Your left palm is really tingling. Awesome. Glad to hear that, Ms. Melissa. For me, my left palm is where I receive energy from the divine. I don't know if that's the same for you. But if it is, then I would say that you're getting ready to receive more. More, more, more. One more minute on the Reiki. Reiki. Okay, so we've hit 10 after the hour. Let's go ahead and wrap up Reiki. All right, so let's open up the floor. Cards of the day or free-for-all question. Pick one or the other. Would you like me to answer a question for you, or would you like a card of the day? I will not do both. I will only do one or the other. And please do not repeat messages. You guys are fixing to overwhelm me as it is, so let's just keep it all down to one message so that I can get through as many as possible as quickly as possible. Can you receive Reiki if you've just tuned in? Paige Allen. Well, Reiki's just finished right now, so it is over at this point, but what you can do is you can go back and you can re-listen. And once you're listening again, as I'm sending out the Reiki during that part of the video, you can catch it then. La, da, da, da. COD for Ricky Jorgensen. We're going to do Lenormand for you today. Then Lenormand like you, Ricky. With Lamar cards? Do you mean Lenormand cards, Tammy? La da 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 da. Ricky Jorgensen, we have a house card for you as the mice. This is going to be an interesting message. Your cover card is the mountain. Actually, this is a good message. The cool thing about the Lenormand is when you get two cards that you would normally think of as maybe potentially negative, they sort of cancel each other out. And that's what you've got going on here, Ricky. So the mice talk about loss or losing things, things being decreased. The mountain talks about obstacles, things in our way. So basically what this message is saying, Ricky, is that something that is being decreased or disappearing or dissipating is an obstacle that's been in your life. So there's some kind of obstacle that is being minimized. And so that's happened for you within the past 24 hours or within the next 24 hours. Honey, I hope that makes sense for you. Tammy Bambi wants Lenormand cards, I think. Since none of my decks are named Lamar, I'm assuming that's what she wants. Okay, Lenormand. I really want to clear this deck for some reason. It's ready to be cleared, so let me do that real quick. Thank goodness it's not a tarot deck. Okay. And so this is for Tammy, your house card. Oh, look at that. We've got the... I just put a heck of a shuffle on these cards. We've got the mountain for your house and the bouquet for your cover card. Okay. So this is interesting, Ms. Tammy, because what this is telling me is that there's some kind of gift you're receiving that actually becomes an obstacle to you. So it may be that whatever this gift is that you've received or that you are receiving, that this gift kind of obligates you to do something that you really didn't want to do or something that gets in the way of other things that you wanted to do. Something going on there where a gift becomes an obstacle for you or a blockage for you. Kind of weird. I hope you know what that means. Angela Lukes needs a COD today. Angela, I'm going to use my newest deck with you. It was calling out to do your COD, so let's do that. This is my Chrysalis deck. This is what the back of the cards look like. And this is actually the first day that I've used them in public. They just went through their 6 days of cleansing and connecting. So now they're ready for public use. Angela Lukes. Okay, honey. What you have is the Celtic owl. And this is just telling me that right now is a time of patience, of waiting, of thinking things over, of sorting things out and finding the best perspective you can on them. I hope that makes sense for you, honey bunny. Let's see. Gemma Croft Baker's up next. Is that Gemini man playing games with me? I am a Capricorn. Doesn't matter to me what you are, honey. I mean, I can connect real easily with your energy because you're right here in the room. I don't need to know your sign. So is the Gemini man playing games with the Gemma Croft Baker? Usually if we have to ask that question, we know the answer. We just don't want to admit it. Let's see what the cards have to say, though. That's just been my experience. Oh, boy. Not so much happy with this person. Okay, so the first cards that come up actually are pretty good cards, and they're financial cards. But these would also be yes cards to me. So this tells me that this person is playing some kind of financial games. So Gemma, if he's being very generous with you in a financial way, I think it's important for you to realize that there's going to be something that he wants back in return that you may or may not be willing to give back in return, okay? He does like to collect on his favors, though. The other thing is that he's going to try to come across peaceful. So if you guys are having disputes, then he's going to try to act like, oh, okay, everything's fine. I'm just going to let this go, blah, blah, blah. And then he's going to be digging for information, doing some kind of secret squirrel type stuff, squirreling away, trying to find information on you. So this guy, I don't like what I'm seeing in the cards, even though the first cards were pretty good. I feel like he's setting you up to owe him something more than he's being generous to you. His motivation is more about having you in a position where you owe him something than to be generous to you. And then, yeah, doing research on you. He's looking for the flaw with you. Okay, so that's the kind of games that he plays. A Sand would like to have a COD. So Catherine W., you haven't been here for a card of the day before, so let me explain them really quickly, explain what they are to you really quickly. A card of the day is a card that I pull randomly, and I used to have this set up with Sacred Spirit that it's going to be about something Sacred Spirit would like you to be more aware of than what you would be if the card hadn't showed up. And also, it's a very current event, so it may have happened within the past 24 hours. A lot of times it has. And if it hasn't happened within the past 24 hours, then you want to keep your eyes open for the next 24 hours to see how it manifests in your life. So that's what a card of the day is. This is for S. Sand. S. Sand, you've got the Magician in reverse. And I'm going to be very blunt with you here because you guys know I don't really do candy coating. If you were hoping for a little nookie type action tonight, you may as well just start counting that out right now. Not happening. Okay, Natalie Leffler, COD. For Natalie Leffler, card of the day. La da 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 da, la da da da, la da da da. Card of the day for Natalie Leffler. Ten of Cups in reverse, Natalie. This talks about that there's a situation, emotional situation, where you feel like, you want to be done with this situation, but every time you try to leave it or move up from it or move on from it, you end up getting sucked back in, Miss Natalie. And it looks like that's happened again within the past 24 hours or will be soon within the next 24 hours. Hope that makes sense to you. Also, by the way, guys, just because I read it doesn't mean it has to happen. Free will can change anything. So if you see a situation coming up that you're not thrilled with, just realize, maybe it's time for me to change course to make sure that does not manifest the way it was in the energy for Amista. Okay? Lorraine Southlake wants to know, will her son be, by this weekend, able to help her move the clothes washer into the place? Okay. Will Lorraine Southlake's son be able this weekend to help her move a clothes washer into place? I would say he could be able to. If he will, he'll be really pushing himself. It's not a bad idea to wait a little bit longer, honey. Starlight wants a COD. Okay, Starlight. What do you have here? You've got the Lovers in reverse. This just tells me that there's somebody that you're in partnership. Could be romantic, could be otherwise. But the relationship seems to be working backwards instead of forwards. You could be in a fight or a stalemate. You might not know how to get on the same page with that person just right now. And that's happened within the past 24 hours or will within the next 24 hours, Starlight. Catherine W. is up next. Catherine W. is also going to get a card from the new deck. Card of the day for Catherine W. Okay, Catherine, you've got the Seven of Spirals. The Seven of Spirals is just telling me, Ms. Catherine, that you are setting up boundaries between yourself and between somebody else. It may be that there's somebody that you've had to say, you know what, I don't mind helping you, but I cannot do everything for you. You have to do part of this. Or you may be telling somebody, you know what, this is yours to manage. Quit looking at me to manage this. Okay. But there's some way that you're setting up boundaries, that you're letting people know that, you have to take care of you, they have to take care of them, that type of thing. Okay, so that's for Catherine W. Striving is up next. Okay, striving. If striving starts the online business that she's considering starting right now, will it do well? I don't want to leave that open if you start an online business in general because, not every business is going to do the same. So let's just focus on the one you're thinking about right now, Miss Striving. If striving starts an online business, the one that she's thinking of right now, will it do well? I see you pouring a lot of energy into this, and I see you actually maybe even fighting somebody on being able to start this online business because they're not so thrilled about it. But the next thing I see is I see you walking away from this online business and going back to the basics of the ways that you know how to manifest things. So I don't see this online business as something that you're going to stick with at all. I do see that once you get away from the idea of this online business, you're going to find something that is going to work for you a little bit better than whatever it is you're thinking of at the moment. So you're not done searching, honey bunny. Roll Me Back also has a question. Will Stan be on time to their appointment? Will Stan be on time to his appointment with Romy? La da 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 da. Well, he's definitely not going to be on time. Let's just say no. Let's just say no. Let's keep that simple. I could give you a lot more details there, but I don't know that I want to put all those details up in a public chat. So let's just say I would not count on him. All right. Avani, hello, hello. Let's see. Okay, let's go ahead and cut that off as the end of questions and cards of the day. Let me just see about feedback, and then I'm going to take off for the day. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out with me and keeping me on my toes and keeping me fresh. Vegan, we'll have to hit that at another time, or else you can always order a one-question reading from me. I would be happy to answer something like that in a one-question reading. You guys can find out how to get that when you look at recorded readings on my website. My website is www.amista.info. There you can see all my services, readings, Reiki, recorded readings, live readings, blah, blah. And you can also get my contact information there. So that's the way to get a hold of me for stuff like that, www.amista.info. Gladys, we'll have to catch you next time too. Nikki Jane, hello, hello, welcome. Glad to see you in the room. Avneet, sorry, we'll have to catch you next time. Let's see. Right, you got a really good one, Ricky. Obstacles being removed. That was nice. You're quite welcome, Ricky. Oh, thank you, Melissa Reeve. Nikki Jane, we will have to catch that question another time, or you can always ask that as a one-question recorded reading. You can find out how to do that on my website, www.amista.info. Guess you'll find out. Right, Tammy? The Chrysalis deck is very, very different. It's going to take a while for me to get used to learning it. And it's actually, it's designed for healers, which I did not know that when I purchased it. I'm not sure if anybody really knows that before they purchase it. It's interesting. It's going to be fun to get to know it. We'll be on the watch if he becomes generous. Good job, Jenna. Gemma, I mean. Well, I don't believe in sugarcoating messages because if I sugarcoat them, then you guys can't respond appropriately to how things are. You know, like if you want to make some changes so that those things don't manifest, you don't realize how important it is if I sugarcoat the message that you get originally. You're quite welcome, S. Sand. It is actually a really good deck. I'm loving it. I just feel like I have a lot more to learn. You're quite welcome, Catherine. I hope you come back again, my dear. You're quite welcome, Striving. I'm on spot on. Put your foot down today. I hear you, Natalie. Good luck to you, my dear. You're quite welcome, S. Sand. You have a great day as well. Thank you, Romy. My one question and my two question, when you ask one question live, my one question and my two question are recorded readings. What I do is once I receive those questions and those payments, with sometime within 48 hours, usually a lot faster, but I give myself 48 hours just in case, then I will find some quiet time to sit down and lay out 5 cards for each question, whether you get one or get two, whatever. And what I do is I turn on the audio as I'm laying out those cards, and that way I record everything that I'm seeing in the cards, everything that I'm picking up intuitively as far as the answer to that question. So you're getting some very thorough information that way. And then what I do is I upload the audio to my drive, and then I send you the link so that you can download it and listen to it at your convenience. I don't do one question live readings. My live readings, the shortest one is 30 minutes. I also have them at 45 minutes or at an hour. And in a live reading, what you're going to get a what I call a verification spread first, where I'm going to be talking about a life cycle that you're going through right now, the setup for it, the lesson or experience, and what happens as you incorporate that lesson or experience into your life. That gives you a chance to make sure that I haven't had too much coffee and I'm not totally whack or whatever, you know. And then once we get through that, if you trust me, then we go ahead and continue on with the rest of the time for that live reading. If we get through that and you're like, whoa, I don't know who the heck you're picking on, honey bunny. That is not me. Then what I do is I just refund your money and wish you happy hunting, finding a better reader. for you. That doesn't happen very often, though. In fact, I can count how many times that's happened on one hand. So anyway, that's how live readings work, and they're usually more than one question. Nikki, Jane, thank you, thank you. Blessings to you, my dear. You're quite welcome, Natalie. You're quite welcome, Striving, and I hope that people take advantage of that. I love it because, I'm starting to see how unified we all are. I thought it would be great to do a sale where people can buy for themselves and for friends. Because, each of us, how we live our life influences those lives around us, and those lives around us influence us. So, anyway, enough about that. I'm sure you guys are all familiar with unity and how that all works. Everyone, thank you so much for stopping by, for hanging out. I really do appreciate y'all keeping me on my toes, keeping me fresh and sharp. And I hope that y'all enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you all back here the next time. Hopefully that'll be tomorrow. And in between, I'll be looking forward to doing readings and Reikis for whoever of you would like that. Everybody, thank you so much. Peace out.